The Foundation for Senior Care is a great place. We have great services. The club, let's start there. The Fallbrook Adult Day Care Center provides services for seniors and adults with cognitive difficulties, different challenges. We provide respite, we provide care. The daycare is one of those places that without it, I don't know what families would do. Pretty great resource.
My wife has had dementia. She's got a slow-acting dementia that's been coming on for the last 13 years. And about 5 years ago, I realized that she couldn't be with me. So I started bringing her over to the club. After doing it for a while, I started realizing that I was being happier with it and she was being happier with it. And we started doing this when I wasn't volunteering. And I don't do this to go do things while she's not here. I actually do it to have alone time by me. And it turns out she likes it too. I think it's healthy for both of us. Janice is, she was a very bright lady, and she liked people. She liked talking with people. We belonged to 2 camping clubs. We had a pretty active life, and that life has slowly come to an end. We just this year have had to drop out of the camping clubs because we can't do that anymore. We used to go out to dinner at least once a week, and we don't go out to dinner anymore. Life has slowed down for us.
The families who come to the daycare, the families who get to celebrate at the club, they get a resource that is scarce, that's hard to find. We're lucky we can offer it here.
It's been fun. There's, again, a lot of laughter, and they're able to laugh at themselves, which is fun, especially this time in their life when things can be kind of serious. Things can be, they don't want to be burdens at home, and that's why some of them are here, because they know they're too much care at home, and they can come here and feel honored and feel special and give their family a much needed respite or just a break. And it's, again, a safe environment, safe for them physically, safe for them emotionally because of the relationships they develop, and even spiritually. It's amazing to see people that come in and we have a hymn sing that come in, and all those words come back, and they have that, again, sense of community, which is very, very special.
Fortunately, she is a very happy person, and she's gone through this whole thing happy. So I have the happiest little 5 or 6-year-old kid you've ever seen at home, 24/7 almost. So yeah, the club is keeping me sane.
I wish there was a club in every city. It is really needed more than people think. It really is. And I hope one day there is.
Transportation is the biggest challenge for seniors in most communities, especially for rural communities like Fallbrook. So caravans, expanded rides, 6,000 approximate rides a year, that's a lot of miles. Driving is freedom and mobility, and when you can't do it, you can call us. We get to be a private chauffeur every day, get you to the market, get you to your doctor's appointment, maybe be the only person that you're going to have a meaningful conversation with in a week, let alone each day. It's a small thing that many of us take for granted, especially in Southern California. I'm going to pop on the freeway to get here, to get there. Well, you know what? When driving is something that you can't do, you've got the caravan in town. Make it easy. You know, our medical providers have moved out of town in a lot of ways, but now we have the expanded rides, and our volunteers through the expanded ride program are amazing. They will take those 2, 3, 4 hours out of their day to get a stranger to the doctor's appointment. Kind of cool. So lots of time lots of miles, we have lots of talents. And the Caravan drivers are amazing. Our scheduler, Lucy, is fabulous. We have an amazing team.
Without the Caravan, people like myself who are handicapped, and particularly older people, I gave up my driver's license. So there's no means of getting places, not just the store, but going to the doctor, going to the pharmacy. And a lot of us can't manage the hills. We can walk on level ground, we're fine, but if you start sloping, either way, we have balance and we have the legs that just won't pull it. So we would pretty much be stuck sitting in our front room and without having the mobility to do what everybody else can do. You just basically take your hat, walk out the door, and go. It would be very dreary.
I see this as I'm paying forward. I'm just turned 60 and I'm now a qualified senior, and I'm hoping that in the days to come, 25, 30 years from now, that there are services like this for me. I really enjoy dealing with my seniors, listening to their stories each day. The wealth of knowledge that these people offer is just amazing to me. It's really great to just interact with them and socialize with them, both in the van and in the club here.
The Care Advocates, what do the Care Advocates do? It's easier to say, what don't they do? They don't give up.
And I have to say, care needs to be in bigger letters. Bigger letters. Care. They care. I know they care. Some people will make you feel guilty for asking. They say thank you for coming and telling us. Huh? You know? It's hard to find that. It's really hard to find that.
We get calls from family members who don't know what to do. A senior who has walked in because they don't know where to go. A doctor who has sent a senior to us, Adult Protective Services, a case manager at a hospital. The referrals come from everywhere.
They will do what they need to do to make sure you're on their page and you're on their page. You know what your rights are. You know what you can do, what you cannot do. Older age doesn't program that into you.
We sometimes become the facilitator if there is no one in their life. And our job would be like the job of a family member.
What could I say?
It was more than you expected.
That's right.
We're right there to help.
It was more than I expected, and it was very, very helpful to me.
Whether it's going with them to the doctors, if they have a doctor's appointment, to be that pair of ears and eyes and take notes so that when they get home, they don't double up on the wrong medication that the doctor has told them that they need to cut in half. So I just advocate for them in many different ways.
I don't care what direction it is, senior care is the comfort zone for seniors here. I find it to be my comfort zone. It's a mecca. It's a mecca of information and of people who are there with the purpose of helping you. They're not there with the purpose of a job. You don't feel that in them. You know that when you're there, they're listening. And they are ready to do it. It's so quick that I have to stop myself from blinking sometimes. But Fallbrook has a gem here. Fallbrook is very lucky. I don't know that any place else could give you the type, the personality, the safety, the feeling of comfort, the feeling that you have finally found some place that I can come to when I don't know what else to do.
We have a great crowd. Our volunteers, our staff, all of them together are just perfect. I get to brag.
The seniors population is just exponentially increasing. We were saying the next 10 years or 15 years is going to be astronomical. And the need, and we're getting older and older, not just old, but older. And the quality of life as you get older is really dependent on people around you to take care of you. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are alone. And that's one of the saddest things I see when they lose their spouse and they have no children, their children are gone far away. They get isolated.
Most of America has the belief that seniors are already taken care of, either by family or by Social Security or some other mechanism. And for us to raise money, it's always harder to get our message across that there are many people that are in need of help, that don't have families, don't have the support structure that you may be accustomed to, and need outside help. And if we could get that message across, I think we'd go a long way towards helping many, many more seniors.
Foundation for Senior Care, this is Elise. How can I help you?